Alright, today I will show you how to use the FeedMe inventory feature. So first of all, just to show you what is my purpose, you can see that we have rice, we have nasi lemak. So for this one, for each nasi lemak, maybe we will have some rice, some drumstick, and also some sambal. We can have it to deduct all these three ingredients also. So this is the first thing I will teach you later. And also secondly is on the Coke. So Coke, we don't use the multiple ingredient, right? So if you only have one ingredient, for this one, then we only do one ingredient for Coke. So let me show you how. Okay, the first step, you have to go to the FeedMe portal to maintain the item. So on the first thing you need to do, you go to the FeedMe POS, then you scroll down. You first of all, you need to create the unit first. So when I do add, for the Coke, I use can. So here you can put the name can and symbol put can. So one example, I click can, it's like that. After, you don't need to do any precision, then you click update. Same thing for nasi lemak, you will need to do the bottom three. You do gram, symbol I put G. You do milliliter, symbol is ml. And you do piece, symbol is PC. Right, this is the first step. Then the second step, you need to do the ingredient. So for the ingredient, for the inventory, it's separated from the product. We have to create the ingredient first, then later we link it to the product. So again, in the product, I have Coke. Here in the ingredient, I create another Coke also. So here you add ingredient. When you click add, you will see like this. You put a code and you put a name. You can put the same as well. And then you choose whatever relevant you need. So for this one, I choose can, then you click update. Same thing for the nasi lemak, because it has multiple ingredients. So the code I will put like that for me to easily look for it next time when I have a lot of ingredient. So for nasi lemak rice, I put NL, nasi lemak NL01 rice. So the unit I choose gram for rice. For the drumstick, NL02 unit I choose piece. For NL03 is sambal milliliter. Alright. Now you have all the ingredient already. Then you go back to the product. You can search for the Coke, and then you click inside, you scroll down, you scroll to the inventory section. Then you click the pencil, which is to edit it, and do not do anything for the recipe. You can go to the ingredient, and then for one Coke, I will deduct one ingredient of Coke, one can. Then you add, then you will show like this, one item, then you update. For the nasi lemak, you have two ways to do it. The first way is the easier one, which is you directly go to nasi lemak and choose multiple ingredient. Okay, let's say nasi lemak. So in the nasi lemak, I can choose ingredient. I click the pencil, I do like that. 200 gram, one piece, 20 ml. Alright, ingredient. Then when you sell one nasi lemak, you will deduct these three stock. The second method is to use the recipe. You can see the recipe. Actually, the recipe is one more step that after you create ingredient, you can do the recipe. This recipe refer to which ingredient. So for example, if I want to use recipe, I go here, I click recipe, and then I can do like one, it's called nasi lemak recipe. So you just add, maybe I change this, nasi lemak recipe, and then you can link the three ingredients. When you click link, okay, of course I have to remove the Coke. So for nasi lemak, you can do like 200, this one you have to choose properly, gram, one drumstick, and how many ml, 20 ml for example, 20 milliliter. Then you update. So for nasi lemak recipe is already referred to these three ingredients. When you go back to the product, you go to nasi lemak. Now you don't need to choose three ingredients anymore. Instead, you delete this one ingredient and then you add the nasi lemak recipe. It is the same thing, alright? So in this case, I will just use multiple ingredient. So after you do everything, remember, go to the publish and publish it. Publish to the respective outlet you want. If it apply to all, then you just publish everything. Okay, so the second step is after you create this inventory already, you need to add the inventory. Some people call it stock in. So you have to go back to your application, FeedMe apps. This is FeedMe apps, yeah. So you go to here, you go to inventory. Now you can see all your ingredient is already here. So from here, you do adjust. Adjust means you can adjust the inventory. What you can adjust, let's say now I want to add all. When I tick everything already, I can put remark. All this I buy from the same, let's say it's the same supplier, right? So I just do this POS. I can stock in. You can do stock in when you want to stock in. I can do like this one. I can type maybe it's a DO number or invoice number. This is under invoice 123. Apply to all item remark. Okay, then you click on the blue color. From here, damage, what you can do is like for all the rest are damage, loss, and also theft. This one is to deduct the inventory. For extra is sometimes for whatever reason you have additional stock. When you do physical count, then you can click adjust extra. Now I want to stock in because I purchase. I just tick purchase for all. Remember to tick purchase for all the item. When you tick purchase, then now on the blue color quantity you just tick it. Now you have 145. Maybe I buy another 100. Okay, so after 100 plus 145, the stock after adjust is 245. This one I buy another 1000 gram. Okay, this one for example I buy another 50. So all this make sure it's purchased already. This one I didn't, let's say somebody I didn't buy, so I just click save. Then it's already adjusted. If you want to check the stock history, you just click on the respective item. You can see all the respective history. This is purchase. When I sell, I negative. When I sell again, I negative 3 can again. If you want to adjust, like let's say Coke, something is being stolen, then you just click like theft 10 item. So from here you can see you adjust it already. Sometimes you want to do stock take, like at the end of the month, once per month you can do closing list. Then I tick all this. Let's say I tick 2 only. Then you can put the actual count. After I count, I have 240 instead. Then you will adjust 240. And this one I count, I left 10,000 only. Okay, so when you do, you can do remark like stock. You call this stock take or whatever. Then you just close it. Okay, confirm. Then the stock will adjust already. Now you see become 240 and 10,000. When you click this plus 5 is because of closing. Closing, this one means that we do the stock take, right? So now let's look at the order. When I do order now, I order some. Okay, they tell you based on the ingredient available, how many more nasi lemak I can do. Of course, before you do this, let me go back to here. You need to make sure that you go to setting. You go to order. Make sure that you turn on the deduct stock so that when you sell, the stock will automatically be deducted. Now go back to order. When you order, you do rice. I order 2 nasi lemak. You can see it will deduct already. And I order some drinks. Let's say I order 10 drinks. So it will deduct accordingly. Then you do payment or stand. You will see that the inventory now left 235 can only. Or if you go back to the inventory here, you can see that the Coke now left how many? 235 because of all this adjustment. And if you go back to the portal, you can check the report also. So you can go back to check the inventory. These are all your inventory balance. Okay, this is all your inventory balance. Thank you.